You do. Brother, I hate that. Brother, hello my sister. I know it's a unity thing, but I personally just think it's very my brother.
Hey, my brother.
My brother from the east.
How you doing today, my brother? Long time, my brother. Hey.
Yeah, but it's African unity, I get it.
All I'm saying is that if you're brand new to this show, welcome for the first time. My name is T.
I'm T.
And this is BNOG FM, and right now, you're tuned in to the OG Talks. If you've been here before,
you know the rhymes,
you know.
You know what it is. Don't pretend like you don't know. That's why you're here. What's the topic today?
Today it's interesting. Is it liquor courage or is it addiction?
Should we just like stick to alcohol as an addiction?
Let's not limit ourselves. Let's see where we go.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
I think liquor courage is part of the addiction, dog. Like, cause you're addicted to getting that liquor courage. You're addicted to the fact that like I'm courageous when I'm drunk, or I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can touch a bitch on the ass. I can be like, oh, I forgot tomorrow.
Yeah.
Leave.
Smack her ass.
And be like, I apologize. That was not me. Yes, bitch. That was you.
You're addicted to not taking responsibility in your sober state. You want to do things that you can blame on alcohol or blame on a spiritual entity, because I mean that's what alcohol is, right?
Yeah.
So you feel unlike yourself when you drink. Or I don't know to what extent here we're talking about alcohol. Like, is it the tipsy phase, the drunk phase, or the blackout phase?
We can take all about the phases. We can take about all the phases.
We don't give a fuck about all the, actually. We're just saying that the fact that you have to drink before doing something
is problematic.
Is an issue. Yeah. So
actually, I'm anti myself also. No, I don't do that a lot actually. Fuck. We not at myself like that.
We said we're sticking to alcohol.
Yeah.
Shit, this is okay. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, because it becomes addiction now.
Oh,
because
have to hit the ball.
But I won't.
Because
everything becomes an addiction.
Yes,
you know
everything becomes an addiction.
Everything is an addiction. Me on my phone, waking up in the morning just being on my phone is an addiction. Me going out every weekend doing this is an addiction when it becomes hard to stop even for like 6 months consecutively and be like, I'm back. You are fucking addicted. That's what druggies do when they fucking relapse. When you're addicted to love and being in relationships, that's what you do a few months later. You fucking relapse.
A workaholic.
You're like, let me take a vacation. A week later, I'm on my phone responding to emails. Why, bitch?
You're a workaholic.
You're
addicted to work. You cannot be in your natural state without doing anything. You have to be doing something. You have to distract yourself, your own thoughts. You have to manipulate your own being. So, you know what I'm saying?
Also, it becomes like very like deep with like alcohol, because alcohol invokes a lot of like things in people. And like a lot of like negative things if you haven't dealt with it. That's why some people when they're drunk they can be very happy, because they deal with some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether they deal with it in a I don't know. People deal with shit different ways.
Bro.
But it becomes an addiction when you yourself can't detach yourself from it. It becomes a part of you.
If you cannot do without, then it's an issue.
And it was not something that was, it's not a body part. It's not your eyes. And people can live without eyes, you know, and people can live without ears. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it even more deep.
Okay.
You know, For me, to an extent, I can say I was addicted to weed, but I can't stop weed for long periods of time. So I'm cool with that. Where I can be like, I can stop smoking.
Anytime.
Yeah. Addiction was you try and stop and then you fucking relapse was.
Dog, since you talk about your addiction, yesterday when you said I'm anxious as hell, I asked myself if I'm addicted to anxiety.
Oh shit. Yeah. If it helps you function. I think I'm also addicted. No.
Not that I want it, dog. I don't know now, addiction, if it's something you want or if it's something that happens like...
No, it's something you also perpetuate. If you can change it, then you enable it.
The feeling
Sometimes
makes me feel normal. It makes me feel real. The feeling of anxiety makes me feel like a human being. Do you know what I'm saying?
Does it make you feel like a human being?
Or am I trying to justify my own addiction to the feeling?
Yeah.
Or like,
and
I
you
like
can only function in that state.
Like, I like being sad.
Yeah.
So even if we go out in the club, we're turning up, you find me like this.
Like.
If you can do without it, it's not an addiction. Damn. But that's
No. But also like just like a clarification of like, if you can be without your mom, that doesn't mean you're not like you're addicted to your mom. It's like your mom is your natural state of like, this bitch helped me when I was a baby, I was born like this. You know what I'm saying? But you can be detached to your mom or like your parents where there's a toxicity in that. It doesn't mean like it's addiction. It means like there's just some issues is here. But like addiction, let's just clarify, like it's more like objects.
Addiction. The normalized way of looking at addiction is by looking at an external thing or objects or whatever. Addiction can literally start with the intangible things. And that's where I think it's mostly an issue, because even addiction itself is an intangible thing. The feeling of wanting to drink, you cannot touch the feeling and stop it. Do you know what I'm saying?
And you can be addicted to a person. That I'm not eliminating. Like you can be addicted to a person. You can be addicted to a feeling that person
gives you.
Of mind.
That anxiety.
Most people are sorry to offend anyone if I do. I don't know if I'm sorry. But most people are addicted to church.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Where I found addiction, it says the fact or condition of being addicted to a particular substance or activity. Now I'm looking for the meaning of addicted again. Physically and mentally dependent on a particular substance. Enthusiastically devoted to a particular thing or activity.
Yes, that is it.
Enthusiastic. Like, oh my God, I love my job.
Oh my God, I have to go drink this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love a good time. That time you're leaving your baby there.
He's addicted to computers.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you cannot be addicted to books.
To books, yes.
I would say to an extent that addiction is escapism.
It is, most definitely. Like when you were talking about your addiction with weed, there was this one time I went for like 4 months without smoking weed.
Yeah.
But like there was this feeling, man, like in the morning, because I usually just like wake up in the morning, hit a joint.
Yeah.
So I woke up in the morning one time and just had like, you know that like I needed blunt, but I had to fight that shit and like fight that shit for the whole day. And that's when I questioned myself, like, yeah, I think I have like a weed addiction or some shit. Because then it's that feeling, that itching, that smoke me.
It is like that because people say weed is not addictive, it's just a plant. It is addictive.
It is addictive.
You can be addicted to anything, like
whether good or bad. You can be addicted to
weed is good, but you can still be addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your perspective, some people think weed is bad because weed doesn't treat people the same way. Just like alcohol doesn't treat me the same way. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not an alcohol person. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Yeah.
I do like a beer or two personally.
Most def. But then for me,
yeah,
beyond that, we go somewhere else. Shit. So, but then also, what I'm saying, what I was trying to say is what was about my history teacher in high school in Zimbabwe.
Bro. Why? You are making us 2 minutes behind schedule.
He would come like twice in like 3 weeks or some shit to class to teach us history. And he wouldn't bring a textbook. He would just do it from his dome. But he would be drunk as fuck. You never see him sober. And when you actually do see him sober, he's not in a good space. Like he's literally like a miserable person. Dependency on this thing to function. Alcohol makes you kind of have like an escape or this.
Because you don't feel anything, you feel what you choose to feel.
It's hell.
Or you just feel nothing.
Or you feel nothing.
Just like my geography teacher also in high school, he was like, would come to class drunk. And like some of the kids would go out partying, high school teens. And they would be partying with him there. And it would be there every day, like once they got locked up.
Damn.
And you know, you get really drunk and you're walking in certain pub with the team, whereas. So.
With the teacher.
Yeah.
Swag is here.
You know?
Oh, I swear.
And there were things now where the other teacher, my Afrikaans teacher, would get abused by their husband and like would come to school like fucked up or like not coming to school for once a month or some shit. And they still with their husband and they still were like drinking also like that addiction. Liquor kind of lets you stay in that cycle.
Yeah.
It doesn't like give you a break. Cause you're hungover and after you're trying to get over your hangover, you're trying to be accustomed back to reality because you escaped. And when you accustom again, you're like, I don't want this shit. This shit is too much, and you start drinking again.
It's too much.
Or like start going to work again, or start like.
I remember when I was at UCT, man, when I was writing this play and shit, I would either like want to get high first or drink alcohol to write. I told myself that when I'm like high or when I'm like drunk, I'm like carefree or I don't give a fuck, so I rather like write like that. Where it was like, okay, it's dope that these ideas are coming from a drunk me. But now I'm shaping these ideas as a sober me, right? However, looking back now, they were like I was really like drinking on like a daily basis, not drinking to get drunk, drinking to just, you know what I mean? And then it became like, was it the liquor courage for me to feel like I could do this while I'm intoxicated?
Yeah, or just like having that in
or just
veins.
Having to do it sober, like what I do with the acting or with the other shit, you know what I'm saying? Like people get in the zone different ways, you know.
Yeah.
Some people listen to music to get in the zone.
Some people are like, I need to be high as hell.
To get, you know.
Some people are like, I need Ritalin.
This one comedian I worked with before was like, if you are a person who does anything drunk or high, an artist, then I don't consider you an artist. If you're high when you did that, or if you were drunk when you did that, or if you need to do, because he's a stand-up comedian also, so like, if you're drunk, you do stand-up, then fuck your ass. Because that's now not real art. But
that's like, you not
there's that perspective. Like, other niggas literally drink while they do stand-up, and I'm saying, we're just like, is that liquor courage? Is that comedy, or is that addiction?
That's wild.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Because he said, I'm gonna walk with my bottle. He's a comedian. We're expected to laugh here. And he's gonna make us laugh with that bottle as hell.
That just tripped me out.
Artists, mind you, are a different topic now. We're talking about the same. Is it courage or addiction? When it comes to artists now, that's like
a different ball game.
That's a different ball game because like niggas really do that shit.
And drink wine to create or paint or whatever, and be like, this is my artistic process.
Have you ever gone to like an after party with actors or artists? Niggas drink, bro.
Yeah.
Actors drink as hell, okay? Musicians drink, party hard as fuck. What is that?
A state of mind.
A state of mind. That's heavy.
Because also a quick summary of like times are changing and artists, some of the artists don't have that in their subconscious or conscious that these times are different. And it's like art history is about the one during that time or the one in that state or in that whatever. And the sense of community when there was the one because there was something to fight for during that time. Whereas right now there are different things to fight for, and then they're not just one person, there's different ones because there's so many things and the world is expanding. So they can't just be one all the time.
Everybody cannot be the one.
Yeah. And a lot of people can be the one also at the same.
Because they are one in that sense.
It's people trying to emulate that oneness of being the one in that.
And then it becomes not that because now everybody's doing that.
Everybody's trying to
be the one.
Yeah.
But then you're naturally the one.
Deconstructs the whole togetherness of being together and artists supporting artists now because I'm trying to be the one. And if I see your work is greater and people are paying attention to your work, then it's a whole different chat. Because as much as like there is supportive groups in the art industry, there are non-supportive groups also at the same time, which
non-supportive groups that are just addicted to like being around the space.
The space, yeah.
And then
that's the lifestyle almost.
So there's an addiction to that shit as well.
Yeah. Are you really an artist or are you addicted to being in the space of the artist? When you're already stuck, you probably don't know how to get out. Because like, I know with my addictions, like when I'm stuck, I probably don't know how to get out because it's in my environment, these things, and they are accessible to me. So it's about now disciplining myself. It's not about
the shit that is being
because the cigarette didn't do anything. It didn't say, yo, T.
Yes.
No.
It doesn't say T, I'm your cigarette.
No. It's not written my name even.
Self-control.
Yeah.
It's hard. Self-control is difficult, my friend. Because also you're like, why am I... You're always lenient with yourself. Because... Fuck, dog. It's like what you're saying. It's hard for you to tap out of the thing because first of all, you probably don't know that you're in the thing, or you do know that you're addicted to cigarettes, and you still smoke them. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a different type of chat.
It's just like women know the fact that, and men know the fact that men are addicted to cheating,
and men know that women are addicted to cheating.
So niggas just like normalize that shit and like men will be men and obviously demonize women for cheating. I was gonna be home so I couldn't play tap. Like a good boyfriend makes a good girlfriend and a good girlfriend makes a good boyfriend.
It's like that.
And if they fuck up, my nigga, you also make the decision of staying or not. Personally, if they have an addictive history, it's gonna be very hard to undo. If they already cheated, it's going to be very hard to believe they're not going to do it again. Because clearly you have a problem.
Clearly you've been smoking them cigarettes. A good cigarette makes a bad addict. Also, that's the thing. Like, listen, yo, I got caught up, bro. My bad.
Ah, shit, nigga. Why the fuck won't you just come to the couch?
Listen. I'm just trying to get this slime done, and then I'll just finish up real quick. I know. I don't know about these. The street writing shit is hard, bro. The shit is nice. You enjoy it. It calms you. You have anxiety. You're trying to smoke a cigarette to chill. You don't consider it addiction. You consider it as a means.
As a means to survive. That's the
thing of like, you don't see it like that. Yourself, you don't see it as addiction. You don't define it as addiction. And that's the issue. That we told you, Mus, in the previous episode, you're problematic in your natural state. So your perspective of things It's subjective and
It's
selective.
just like this is who I am.
Yeah.
But if someone else does it, it's like, yo, this is whack.
As fuck. As fuck as fuck. Doing the same thing.
Like, do you know, like, there's also a narcissism to addiction.
Yeah, of course. People own their addictions. They're like, this, nigga, this is my addiction. Like, I'm still
doing my shit.
I'm gonna stand shit of like why niggas actually started the whole thing. It's why they hold on and keep going. Like, my whoever died or this happened to me, so now I do this. It's almost like if I stop doing it, it almost feels like I disregarded what happened to me. Or I don't know, Basquiat, right? When he went through some other shit with Warhol or whatever, and then he was taking heroin, and they were saying the heroin is not helping you or whatever. And then he started doing shit sober, and they were like, oh, he lost his touch. You know, he was like, so I had to do the heroin to do the arts, and it was like confusing as hell. So it's like, people hold on to the shit they started to do in the first place, or what they wanted to do in the first place, or what they wanted to escape, until they realize you can't escape shit. You're just chasing a fucking dragon, and you'll never what?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm chasing my tail almost. I'll never get there. And the moment I actually get there,
I will kill myself.
That's when I actually OD. Alcohol poisoning. How you know heard from?
Had a car crash.
You know?
Whatever.
Had AIDS because it was fucking bitches. Because he was addicted to sex.
Had a STI, chlamydia is here.
As fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's everywhere. It's in every, it's not even liquor alone. I think, you know?
It's being addicted to lust also.
Or like, if I fuck a bitch, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Or if I fuck a nigga, then I know pussy power. Or I don't know, or like, or that other spiritual chat, dog, that we're not even talking about right now.
Right now, women saying I'm attracted to everyone. Like, it's just lust doing a dance in your body, bro.
Bro. So that's
not saying you can't be a sexual being.
Not saying you can't drink alcohol. Not saying anything actually, but like
saying a lot.
Saying everything at the same time.
Niggas mistake addiction for
pleasure.
Humans like to justify.
For pleasure. Humans justify their shit. That's why there's gonna be judgment days. Because when you're in court, you gotta explain your shit. I mean, for the Christians who believe in that. Judgment days for everybody.
Yeah, facts.
But that's why that's why there's a case in the courts. You know what I mean? Like, explain to me your thought process. So maybe I can understand why you killed this bitch.
But also,
I might not even give you life if you tell me why. And that's how the world works. You can justify yourself. I killed this bitch because this bitch wanted to kill me. It was self-defense. Oh, it was self-defense, guys. Okay, cool. It was self-defense. You know what I'm saying? If you explain your addiction, it's not an addiction. If you explain it, if you bring it down, this is why I'm doing this, because I'm coming from here, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to blah blah. So let me see it.
So we're not just speaking about addiction just for vibes, but also it's also like when you have an addiction, like just keep in mind that like anything in excess becomes a liability to you. That's why if you smoke too much cigarettes, like you get lung cancer. If you drink too much alcohol, it's alcohol poisoning, where you're like your liver is fucked up.
If you fuck too many
bitches, you know what I'm saying?
You know.
Too many drugs, overdose, too many bitches, too many children, too many diseases, too many everything.
Overpopulation, too many people in the world is not a good thing too. Damn, everything in that.
That's why there gotta be many ones, because there's too many people in the world right now. You know, the time when Jesus was the one, even like, or like Muhammad, or like all those people, the population wasn't this popular. You know, like there wasn't so many people in one space, even though there were a lot of people in spaces. So like, it's also like anything in excess is a liability helps. Talking helps. Identifying the problem helps.
Yeah, relating to other people, having reference points, having people to talk to. Having the right people, not just anybody to talk to also. That's because people can induce that shit somehow, somewhere.
Facts. if you can't speak to a therapist, if you can't do AA, like there are other ways that other people do get help. You can try different ways.
Do what works for you.
Yeah, because
the other people are forcing you. Because it also, mostly, it's your family members that want you to go to rehab or want you to change. But I feel like at this point in time and where we're going, it should come from you. Like you should be like, you know what, I need rehab, and you should mean that. Because like, you love yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's why you're drinking, because you're justifying that you love yourself and you want to be here or whatever. But actually it's the opposite of that. Loving yourself is quite hard. You have to go in the opposite direction.
Dude, you do everything opposite.
To love yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Even self-care, you know? Like niggas define self-care like just like taking care of yourself. Facial, face mask.
Relax,
no, like taking care of yourself is also communicating with yourself, having hard conversations, like learning a lot of shit, like experiencing hardships, like getting through a whole bunch of like toxic shit is also self-care. You know what I'm saying?
From you and from the world.
Cutting people off, not polluting, not peeing in the streets.
Cutting yourself off if you know you're toxic from a person. Like,
yeah, facts.
Don't wait to be cut off. Sometimes you must
be like, it's fine.
Do it yourself. Like, nah. Yeah, seriously it is.
Oh, I'm gonna cheat till this bitch like dumps me or catches me. I don't give a fuck. Give a fuck about yourself. Give yourself a dignified breakup.
Love yourself.
From BNOG.
You heard it here first. If you haven't heard it anywhere else. You can avoid a lot of shit by just looking after yourself.
And being honest as much as you can.
With yourself first, before you're honest with that bitch.
If you very much like are lustful and whatever, and then like you had a girlfriend and then you all broke up because you were cheating, or like, or you had a boyfriend and you all broke up because you were cheating, like, your partner then goes to be a hoe and like does their like lustful things that they never done before and whatever.
Because
that's you.
I'm doing me. No.
Blame yourself, because she could have done herself in a very herself way, but because you put that lustful ass shit of yourself in her soul, you got her shit fucked up or his shit fucked up.
Damn!
So like addictions go deeper than that. Addictions are transferable.
Transferable.
If I'm smoking all the time, you'll end up smoking and being addicted to smoking.
You've been smoking this shit. I'm also trying to smoke some right now. And I bet your ass you gonna want to smoke too after I smoke this right here. Talk to me.
Yeah, like help yourself, help everyone else. You know what I'm saying? So everyone can be their own fucking individual. And like we can also get to know each other properly.
Okay.
Not through what you want to see through me, you know what I'm saying? Like not the image of you like. You say, if Tavares says he likes someone like hyper, now I must be hyper. No,
never that. Then I'll be concerned about it. I'll be like, this is one, is it? Which one is this one?
This one is a multiple personality.
Bro, split.
So like, yeah, it's a long chat like when it comes to addiction.
Yeah, that's true. And you probably addicted to watching this show. That's deep, bro.
At the people.
That's deep now. You know?
But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe,
share, tell that friend to tell the other friend,
or
digest it. Take time to process this,
and then tell us what you think. Like tell us, like you can even stop the video, open the comments, type your like pointers as we speak, and be like, bitch,
Facts.
no,
Facts.
yes, we got you, bro. Like we got you, girl. We got you, they. We got you, whoever you are.
You're welcome. You're welcome, nigga. Shout out. So, yeah. Come back again and tell us what you think. Please, that's a really important fact. Okay.
Follow us on Instagram,
Facebook and Twitter. If you want the WhatsApp number, then you better do the first things. Follow the
and then you'll find it straight up.
Then you'll be like,
holla at your